Hey guys, welcome back everybody. Hope you all are doing great. Guys, today in this video we are going to understand feature templates. With the help of feature template we are going to configure vEdge cloud. As you can see in my topology there are multiple vEdges, like this is vEdge of data center, this is vEdge of branch 1, this is vEdge of branch 2. So we are going to configure these vEdges through template, right, through feature template, right. For each task we are going to configure feature template. We are going to create feature template on vManage. As you know, we have two types of templates. One is feature template and another one is device template. What is feature template? Feature template is used to configure a specific feature of device, right, like the interface configuration, routing configuration, VPN configuration, etc. Whatever configuration you can perform on this vEdge. Let's say I want to configure vEdge branch 1 vEdge, right? So I don't need to access this device manually and we need to configure it manually. We can create a template on vManage and then we can push the template to the devices. But I have to create template first, right, for all types of configuration. Like configuration can be the system configuration, right? As you know, we have to first configure system, like your site ID, your system IP, right? Then the banner configuration can be there, banner, right? And there are two types of banner. One is pre-banner, one is post-banner. So whenever someone will get log into this device, they will get some basic information. We can configure VPN, right? The VPN 0 and VPN 512, VPN 0 and VPN 512. In the VPN, we can configure the interfaces. Like in VPN 0, as you know, we need to configure transport interface, which are connected with the transportation network, right, WAN circuit. Then VPN 512, which is the management VPN, right? Then we can configure any service VPN, let's say VPN 10, right? And we can insert interfaces there. So for these all types of task configuration, we can create templates on vManage. Which template? Feature template. And then we can call that feature template in device template, and after that we can push it on device, like we can attach that template with device. So today task is create feature templates for WAN edge devices and then push it to WAN edge devices, right? So what I will do, guys, see, till now my internet is live, right? This transportation is live, but MPLS is not live, correct? So today I'm going to configure MPLS router also, right? Will come up this transportation, and between WAN edge device and MPLS I'm going to configure OSPF routing protocol. So I need to enable OSPF on this interface and this interface and this interface, right? I need to enable OSPF on these two interfaces. Then we need to enable OSPF on MPLS router. Also we need to enable OSPF over here on this interface. So for the OSPF configuration we are going to create template, feature template. For the system configuration also we'll create feature template on on vManage. So we'll create multiple feature template on vManage and after that we'll push it. Okay, so on the vEdge, the basic configuration, as I told you, the OSPF, which is the external routing configuration. So we are going to create one template for external routing. We are going to create one template for the system configuration. We are going to create one template for the VPN 512, the management VPN. We are going to create one template for the service VPN, or we'll configure service VPN later in another video, right? Like I am going to create template for this site configuration, for the WAN site configuration. Okay, so you will see we are going to create many type of feature template today. Now guys, without wasting our time, let's begin. So here I have access of vManage and you can see all the devices are live. I have one vSmart, 3 vEdges and one vBond and one vManage. Done. All these devices are live. Now to create template, as you know, first of all we need to go in configuration tab, and in the configuration tab you will see the template option. Here is the template. And guys, you can see we have two types of template here, device template and feature template. So if you want to create device template, simply you can click over here, create template, and you have two options, feature template and CLI template. So we can create device template through feature template as well as through CLI template. Today we are going to understand how to create feature template and then how to call feature template in device template. So first we'll create feature template and after that we'll call that in device template and then we'll push it to devices. Okay, hope now you have the basic knowledge of the template, like what is template, types of template. If you don't know, guys, if you don't have idea about the template, you can watch my previous video where we had discussed about the templates. Now for the feature template, let me click on feature. So first of all you will go under the configuration, then templates, then feature. And To create template, you will click on add template. So let me click on add template. And now here you need to select the device, for which device you want to create the template. So I'm going to create template for vEdge. So here somewhere you will find vEdge cloud. Here you can see the vEdge cloud. So let me select this one. And now it is asking for the template type, right? So you can see we can create templates for multiple things, right? Like we can create templates for AAA configuration, right? Like for all the configuration we can create the template. So for which type of configuration you are going to create template, so you need to select one option here. And in the basic information, we have AAA, we have RCHIP, we have BFT, we have NFT, we have OMP, we have security, and the system. So let's say if you want to create template for the system configuration, you will select system. Then if you are creating template for the VPN configuration, you will select the VPN. If you are creating template for VPN interface Ethernet, so you will select this one, VPN interface Ethernet. In the other, you can see banner, BGP, Breeze, DHCP server, IGMP, logging, multicast, OSPF, right? So we can create template for any configuration. And guys, now let me do one thing. Let me first create one template for system configuration. So I will select system. Let me select system here. I have selected system for the system template. Now you have to define the name of your template. So I can say like vEdge system configuration, like that. You can give any name, right? So let me say vEdge and system. That means I'm going to create template for vEdge and which type of for which type of configuration, for the system configuration, right? Then the description is mandatory. So you can write one description over here. Let's say I'm saying vEdge system configuration, or you can give the same name also, right? Like anything. This is for the practical, right? For the learning purpose. So just say same here, name and the description, both are mandatory. Name should be like related to your task, to your configuration, like you are creating templates for which configuration, right? So name is vEdge system configuration, we can say also configuration, or in the description I can say configuration, or you can give name. Then see site ID. Now guys, as you know, whenever you are going to create template, you will have two options, right? Like something is going to be same for all the devices and something is going to be unique, right? Is going to be changeable. So changeable thing will be the variable thing, right? Like the device specific. So like site ID, as you know, site ID is going to be variable, right? Because we will have different site ID for each devices, correct? Like for vEdge one, branch 1 vEdge, my site ID is going to be 1. For branch 2, site ID is 2. So as it is device specific, here I will select device specific, right? So see, I have two options, global and device specific. If I am saying global, that means it is same for all the devices. So if you will select global, it will ask you what will be the site ID, right? If you are choosing the device specific, then it will ask you for the site ID while pushing this to the device, right? So my site ID is going to be, guys, device specific. For all devices it is going to be different. So I have selected this one, site ID, right? Even if you are using same site ID on all the devices, you can, let's say in branch 1 we have multiple vEdges, right? And on all vEdges we have same site ID, then I can use global, right? So global means it is going to be same for all the devices, right? Device specific means it is going to be different for all the devices if it is not same. So site ID is not same, so that's why I have selected is as device specific. Done. After that, system IP is also going to be, guys, device specific. System IP is also device specific, so I have selected device specific. See, now I am going to do only the required configuration, so leave these things for now, like the overlay ID. The time zone is important, right? So let me select the time zone, and time zone is going to be same for all the devices. So guys, I will select global here. If I will select the global, then I have to choose the time zone. So Asia, PCM Muscat. I have selected the time zone here. After the time zone, if again time zone is also not same in your scenario, then guys time zone is going to be device specific. If you will say device specific, then it will not ask you for the zone now, right? It will ask you for the time zone at the time of attaching the template with devices. So I have set the time zone and it is global in my scenario because time zone is same on all the devices. Now next thing is host name. Host name is going to be guys device specific, right? So leave it on the default device specific. Then the location, I am leaving it on default description. Then console rate here you can leave it on default, you can set it on default, and now everything is done here. Click on save. Let me check once again. Yeah, save it. Now you can see guys, I have created one feature template for the system configuration. If you want to edit it, you can click on this three dot and then you can see the edit option, right? Even you can view it, you can edit it, you can delete it, and you can change the device as well, right? So like if I want to view it, so you can see it will show you. Yes, this is your feature template. The name, description, everything you can check. Fine. Now again let me take you to feature template here. If you want to edit it, simply you can click on edit, and after that you can edit it. Done. You can see now I have option to edit it. Now I am going to cancel it for now. Now see, the next feature template is this template is for system configuration. In the system configuration means the site ID, the system IP, right, the time zone, those things. Now guys, we are going to create one template for VPN. Let's say for VPN 0, right? Like this interface G0/0 and 0/1 should be in VPN 0. So let me create one template for VPN 0 now. Again, you will click on add template. And again select the device. So device is VS Cloud. And after that, types of templates. So this time types of template is VPN template, right? I'm going to create VPN template. So select VPN. And now it will ask you again for the name, description. That is going to be same for all the templates. You have to define the name and the description. So name over here is, let's say, vEdge, and I'm saying, let's say, VPN 0. Copy the name and paste it over here in the description. It is going to be same. Name and description is same. So I have configured the name of the template and I have configured the description. Now the next thing is guys VPN. So VPN ID is going to be what? Global or device specific? So it is going to be global, right? Because on all the devices we need VPN 0. So I'm going to set it over here is global. So you can see by default it is global. And then VPN ID should be 0 here, right? If you are creating VPN for 512, then ID is going to be 512. Now I'm creating template for VPN 0, so ID will be 0 here and global. After that it is asking for the name, right? Name of the VPN. So it is going to be global. So if I will set global, it will ask me for the name. So we can define the name like VPN 0 is connected with the transportation, right? So I can say transport VPN, right? Transport VPN, or you can say WAN circuit, like any name you can define here. After that, leave it for now, DNS, leave it for now, advertise OMP, leave it for now, under the network section, IP route. Yes, you know, I need to add one default route here, right? To add default route, you will click on new IPv4 route, right? Or directly you can go over here in this section and here you can click on new IPv4 route. Click over here. Then default prefix is going to be global for all the devices. I'm going to configure default route, so choose it as global and then 0.0.0/0, right? After that, it is asking for the next hop IP address, right? So let's click on add next hop, click on and add next hop. Now it is asking for the next hop IP address. So here you have to define the next hop IP address, and next hop IP address will be global or device specific, guys. Next hop IP address is going to be device specific because it will be different for all the devices. So I'm going to select first device specific here. So here we are not going to define it. Now click on add. Yeah. Then add. Yes, you can see I have added the next hop with default route. Now you can click on save. So I have created one feature template for VPN 0 also. Now you can see I have two feature template here, one for the system configuration, one for the VPN 0 configuration. Now in VPN 0 I am going to put some interfaces, right? So let me do one thing. See, these two interfaces will be in VPN 0. So I am going to create feature template for the interface configuration, VPN interface configuration, right? VPN 0 template for interfaces, right? And we have multiple interfaces, so for all types of interface we have to create template. So first let me do one thing. Let me create the VPN 0 template for G0/0, then we'll create for G0/1. So let me take you to again vManage here, and again to create template, click on add template, then select the device, which is vEdge cloud, and the VPN template types. So this time I'm going to configure VPN interface. So select this one, VPN interface Ethernet. Done. Now again I will define the name. Wait, it is loading. Yes, name. So name is vEdge, and then I'm saying vEdge. Then after that we can say VPN interface or VPN 0 interface, VPN 0 interface, and then I'm saying G0/0, or you can say GE0/0, like this, right? Description, I'm going to use same description, right? Now I've defined the name and description. Now see, this interface shutdown, this interface should be no shutdown, right? So, and it will be global. It is going to be for every devices. So I'm going to set first global and then say no, right? So it will up the port. It will up the port. After that, guys, it is asking for the interface name. So interface name is again here I'm going to say global and GE 0/0. 0/0, because I'm going to configure, I'm creating this template for VPN 0 template for G0/0 interface. So I have defined global and G0/0 on both the device VH1 and VH2, like branch 1 VH and branch 2 VH. You can see G0/0 is connected with internet and G0/1 is connected with MPLS. Done. So I have defined the interface, I have set the interface name. Now it is asking for the description. Description is global, it is going to be same, and here you can give any description, like you can see G0/0 is connected with your internet, so you can say connected to internet, right? Like this you can define the description here. After that, IPv4. So see, guys, I am creating this template to configure G0/0 interface, right? So here you will configure IP address statically, so that's why I have selected the static. By default it is static, right? And static IP address will be what? Device specific. So IPv4 address is going to be device specific. Now it will not ask you for the IP address now. So here static, and I have set it to device specific, and now I need to configure the color. First of all, tunnel interface, right? Let me verify one thing here. No set, set the port static, and it is device specific, that is fine. Then the tunnel, so this interface will be the tunnel, and it is global, right, for all the devices, global, and then on. For all the devices we are going to configure G0/0 as a tunnel interface. Then somewhere you will see the color. See, we have option to allow these services here as well. Many configurations are there. In the tunnel, under the tunnel configuration, here is the color option, right? So color is going to be for G0/0, color will be busy internet, right? Because this interface is connected with internet on all the devices. So I'm going to say global here, and other MPLS, because in my scenario I have MPLS and internet. So this interface is busy internet, color is going to be busy internet over here. Then go to all services section again, and let me do one thing, let me allow the services here as only, it will be better to allow services. So first of all, I am going to allow all services, and this will be the global for all the devices. Let me say on, or you can create the another templates as well, right? But I am using same. So I have allowed all the services, and you know, we are allowing in the initial configuration of vEdge, we had seen we were allowing all the services. After that we were allowing netconf. So let me allow netconf also. Here is the netconf, global, and on, and then SSH. So somewhere you will see the SSH option. Here is the SSH. Let me set global and on, right? And now rest all things are fine for now. Leave it. Duplex, IPMTO, speed, uptime tracker. Leave these all things on default for now, and just click on save. Done. Now see, we have three feature templates here. One is for the system configuration, one is for VPN 0 configuration, and one is VPN 0 interface configuration. Now I am going to do one same thing for G0/1, VPN 0 feature template for VPN 0 for interface G0/1. So again, click on add template, select the device, VS Cloud, then VPN interface Ethernet, the name, what name I had used here, just wait, let me check the name. This one I will use same name, I will only change the interface ID. Copy, paste it over here, and this time name is 0/1 or 1/0. Let me check. 0/1. So 0/1, copy, and I'm going to put it over here in the description. And now even you can do one thing, you know, you can create the template or you can copy the previous template, right? Like I can cancel it because I have already, you know, similar configuration. I have already one template, feature template for the similar configuration, this one. So I can copy the same template over here. I can say copy, like to make it duplicate. Name is going to be different. I am going to set one over here and one over here. See, like this also you can do. You can copy the template, and after that you can edit it. So which one I need to edit? 0/1, this one, right? So just click on three dot and edit. So I have copied the previous template, and then I am editing it. So name is, you can see, already changed. Description is already changed. So change the name and description. After that, go to interface. Port should be no set, that is fine. Interface, this name should be 0/1. So I have changed the interface name. This is interface name. Then the description, this interface is connected to MPLS, so here I am saying connected to MPLS. And after that, the tunnel configuration, here I need to change the color. So go to the tunnel configuration and see the tunnel. This interface is configured already configured as tunnel. Now I need to change the color. So color is going to be, guys, MPLS here. So let me select the MPLS and see many more options are there, like private one, the LTE, Metro Ethernet, all options are there. Now rest thing is going to be same, right? The only thing is 0/1 is connected with different transportation. So I will change the, I have changed the interface name, I have changed the description, and I have changed the name of template. Rest all are exactly same. Now I am going to click on update. Done. So with the help of these templates, I can configure system configuration on vEdge. I can configure VPN 0. I can configure VPN 0 for both interface. Now the next thing is external routing, right? As I told you, we are going to configure OSPF over here. So let's create one template for OSPF now. Again, click on add template, then select the device, vEdge cloud, and this time I am going to select the OSPF. So in other templates, you will find the OSPF here. You can see WAN and LAN. Let me select the OSPF. Now again, give the name to this template. And I'm going to say, let's say vEdge _ and even you can copy any other template, right? If you have the template for the similar configuration. Name is let's say vEdge OSPF, and then VPN 0. OSPF for VPN 0 means for transport interfaces. Let me copy the name and let me paste over here. Right, I am using same name and description. After that, guys, in the OSPF we need to configure the router ID, right? So router ID is going to be like, it is going to use same method for the router ID. First it will check the highest loopback IP address, then the interface IP address, right? So leave it on default, right? It will select automatically. Leave everything on default, like the distance 110 default, distance for inter area router, for intra area router. Leave these all things on default. I'm leaving these all on default. If you want to change anything, you can select the global option, and after that you can change it. I'm leaving it everything on default for now. Now just go to the distribution, not required now, maximum metric, yeah, area, right? So guys, in the area, click on new area, and here the area number. So I'm going to put it in area 0, right? And all the interfaces will be in area 0. So make sure you have selected the global option and then say area ID 0, right? Then area type. So area type is default, that means it is a regular area. If you want to configure the NSSA area or the stub area, you can choose the global, and after that you can define the NSSA and stub area, right? But for now I am going to use the regular area, so let me select the default one, right? So area type is done, which is the default. Now I need to add interface here. For that, go to interfaces. Here you have option to add interface. Just click on add interface, and which interface you are going to add in the OSPF. See, I am going to run OSPF between edge device and MPLS, right? So I am going to add this interface and this interface. I am going to enable OSPF on these two interfaces. Done. So let me, and guys, see the interface ID is also same, so I can use the global option here. Add interface. and then add interface, and after that interface ID, which is the global, and let me say GE 0/1 0/1, right? Then you can check if anything is missing over here. First of all, I have to find the interface, which is G0/1. Then under advanced option, because OSPF network type we need to configure. So guys, under the advanced option, somewhere you can see the network type here. Yes, OSPF network type. So I'm going to use network type point to point, and it will be global for everyone. Network type will be point to point. So let me select the point to point, and after that click on add. Done. And now you can save it. Now guys, we have created feature template for external routing as well. So now you can see we have how many feature template here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 templates. Now the next template is the template for VPN 512, right? That is mandatory. So let me again click on add template, select the device, VS Cloud, and again VPN template you are creating. So select VPN, or you can do one thing. You have already one VPN template here, right? VPN 0 template. So you can copy it. So let me copy this one. Copy, and name is VPN 512. The rest thing is same. vEdge OSPF. No, this one not. I'm going to copy this one. VPN 0. This one. Copy. VPN vEdge VPN 512. Description also 512. Now click on copy. Done. So now we can edit it. Here is my template. So click on edit. You can verify the name and description. It will take some time. Just wait. Yes, you can change the name if you want to change. You can change the description if you want to change. After that, guys, VPN ID. Right? VPN ID is VPN 512. So let me change the VPN ID, and it will be global for all the devices. And interface is Ethernet 0. I'm going to put Ethernet 0 in VPN 512 for the management, because it is for management VPN. So description, in the description you can say management VPN. Management VPN, right? Any name you can give according to your configuration or scenario, right? But here default route is not required, but in VPN 0 we had configured the default route, so I can remove the default route from here. To remove the default route, go to IPv4 section. From here also you can go to IPv4 section. Here is the default route. Just select this one and action, say delete. I have deleted the default route from here, and now we can update it because rest things are exactly same. Now we need to configure interface for VPN 512. So let me create one more template here. A template for management interface. Like VPN interface Ethernet, or you have already the VPN for interface, you can copy that. Let me create this time. The name you can say vEdge and VPN 512, and then we can say interface ETH 0, right? Any name you can give. After that, guys, port should be NoSet, global, and NoSet. Then interface name I can say it 0, it 0, like this. And then description, you can define the description also, like here you can say the management interface, or your route is not required, internal configuration is not required. Remember, on the VPN 512, we are adding the interface. We were adding the interface in initial configuration. After that, we were defining the IP address there. So that's all for now for this interface. Right? I have set the port. IP address is static. This is the default, or you can select here device specific. It will ask you for the IP address at the time of attaching the template, or you can set it on default for now also. Right, because on vEdges we are not using now Ethernet 0. Just save it. So now guys, we have many feature templates here. Now let's understand how to call these feature templates in device template and how to apply it on devices. Before applying it on devices, I'm going to do one thing. I'm going to configure MPLS router here. Let me access the MPLS router and say no here. And you have access of vEdge. Let me verify the IP address on G0/1 of vEdge, because I'm going to configure IP on MPLS router. Interface, sorry, I can say so run VPN, because this interface is in VPN 0. In VPN 0 we have this interface, and in VPN 512 we have only this interface. So till now we didn't add this interface in VPN. So we'll configure this interface in VPN 0 through template, right? And here I will assign the IP address as well, right? So do one thing here, see between branch 1 vEdge and MPLS, I'm running this subnet 192.168.2.1, 2.0/24. So I will use .1 on vEdge device and .2 on the MPLS. So let me configure IP on MPLS router. On this MPLS router, enable config T, host name, I'm going to set MPLS here, and let me configure IP on all the interfaces. Interface F2/0, which is connected with branch 1 vEdge, say no set, and IP address 192.168.2.2.255.255.255.0. Exit. Interface F1/0, which is connected with branch 2 vEdge, say no set, IP address 192.168.3.2.255.255.255.0. and one more interface, which is interface F0/0, which is connected with my data center router, say no set, and the IP address 192.168.1.2 255.255.255.0. do so IP interface brief exclude unassigned. What happened here? So you can see I have configured the IP addresses on all the interfaces. Now we need to enable OSPF here. So say router OSPF 1, and I need to enable OSPF on interfaces, guys. So I'm going to say interface range F0/0, then F1/0, and F2/0. Say IP OSPF 1 and area 0. I'm putting all interfaces in area 0. The network type IP OSPF network point to point. Done. Let me write the configuration here of MPLS. I've saved the configuration. Now here on R1 I'm going to configure MPLS. See, I have some duplex mismatch error. You can configure the duplex on switch. Configure T. Let me do one thing. Interface F0/0 duplex full. Then guys, interface. Which interface is connected with MPLS? F1/0. So 1/0 no set, and do so IP interface brief. You can see we don't have any IP address on F1/0. F1/0 IP is already there. 2/1.1, right? Already configured. Only I need to enable OSPF over here. So router OSPF 1 and we need to enable OSPF on F1/0. So interface F1/0 IP OSPF1 area 0 and IP OSPF network point to point. Now I am expecting OSPF neighborship between edge router and MPLS, and you can see we have OSPF neighborship now. So IP OSPF neighbor. So guys, between the data center router and MPLS we have OSPF neighborship. Now let's push the templates on vEdges, right? So first of all I need to call this feature template in device template and see how we can call it. So let me click on device template here, and you can see to create device template we have two options, feature template and CLI template. This time guys I am going to create device template through feature template. So create device template from feature template. So click on feature template. Now here you can define the name, and I am creating this template for the vEdge devices, so I can name it to like vEdge cloud, and before that you have to select device model, right? So let me click over here, and device model is vEdge cloud, and after that the template name is, let's say, vEdge cloud, right? Then the description I am going to use the same description over here, right? Or name is, let's say, vEdge cloud, then device template, device template. This will be the better. Let me copy it again and let me paste it over here. Now guys, I need to call here feature template, right? So first of all I am going to call system template. System, see, in the feature template we have multiple templates, like for system configuration, for the VPN configuration. So let's call system templates. So to call system templates, see, under basic information you have system here, right? So let me call to the template for vEdge system. This was my feature template, correct? This is my system template. So let me select this one, and after that for logging limit AAA, we don't have any template for AAA, BFD, OMP, security. For the transport and management, see, I have selected the system template, and now here for the transport and management I'm going to select VPN 0 for the transport. So here somewhere I will find VPN 0 template, select one, and then here I need to add the interface. Actually here in your scenario might be there will be nothing like this, so you will select the VPN 0 template, feature template. Here you have selected this one. Now you can click on VPN interface here, like to add the VPN interface I can click over here, right? Now guys, I have two interface in VPN 0, right? So I will click once again on the interface. Now you can see I have added two interface here. If you have three interface, you can add three interface here, and now select the template. So 0/0 and 0/1 like this, right? If there is nothing like the interface, so you can add interface from here. You need to add the VPN interface. After that the OSPF. Here on these interfaces I need to enable OSPF also. So just click on OSPF here, right? It have added the OSPF section, right? Now you have one template for OSPF, this one. So select OSPF template here, right? So now I have called all the interfaces here and the OSPF in VPN 0. Done. Then guys, go to VPN 512. VPN 512, and let me choose the template first. Here I have the template. Done. VPN 512 for the management. And now the additional, let me check once again. Get the system logging. Even you can create template from here as well. You can create template from here as well. Like it is asking for the banner template, but I don't have any banner template. So if you want, you can create from here, right? We can create banner template from here as well. For that, see the banner, just click over here and then create template. Are you able to see the create option is there? So let me click on create template here, and now name the template, right? Name is, let's say, vEdge banner. Copy, and I'm going to paste it over here. Now logging banner, so it will be the device specific or global. So in my scenario it is global. For all devices, description is going to be same. And see, there are two types of banner. One is logging banner and one is MOTD banner. Guys, logging banner is a pre-login, right? Before the login, user will get this message. And MOTD banner is the post banner, right? Means after the login, user will get the banner, right? So here also I'm going to select the global option, and I can now set the banner. Like I can say only PM networking employees should access this device, like this, right? And after the login, I can say welcome to, let's say, PM networking network, anything, right? This is just the name, and after that just click on save. So from here also you can create the template. And now guys, after doing everything, like I have called all the feature templates, and I am creating the device template where I have called all the feature template. Now you can click on create to create this device template. So let me click on create. Just wait. VS Cloud device 0 template. So name is incorrect. I can edit it. I can say device template, like this. If you want to modify anything, you can edit the template. Now my device template is ready. Now we can attach it to the devices, like we can push it to the devices. And guys, to push this template on devices, see, click on this three dot, and see, first I'm going to push this template on, let's say, a branch 1 vEdge, right? On this vEdge whose system IP is 5.5.5. so for that, just click on attach devices, click on three dot, then attach devices. Now you need to select the device. So I'm going to push it on branch 1 vEdge, right? Whose system ID is IP is 5.5.5.5. Click here, and see, the device is selected. At the same time, we can select multiple devices as well. And now attach. Now here we need to fill the variable informations, right? For that, just click on this three dot and edit device template. Now here you can see it is asking for the next hop IP address, right? And next hop IP address for which interface? So you can see it is asking for the next hop IP address of default route, right? Once you will take your cursor over here, it will show you the interface ID. So it is asking for the next hop IP address of default route. And guys, on this vEdge, I am running on default route, right? And for the default route, next hop IP address is the internet router IP address, which is 101.2.1.2, right? And after that, it is asking for the IPv4 address. IPv4 address of which interface? For that, let me take my cursor over here. It is asking for the IP address of G0/1. So IP address of G0/1 is, which is connected with my MPLS transportation, 192.168.2.1/24. Now IP address for 0/0 interface, 0/0 is connected with internet. IP address is 101.2.1.1/24, here also. And after that it is asking for the host name. I am going to use same host name, vr means branch 1 underscore vEdge, right? Now system IP address is 5.5.5.5, and now the side ID of my branch 1 vEdge is 1. Now click on update. Now you can see here, click on this 3 dot, done. Now click on this next option, next, and here it's saying action to be applied device 1 attach file. Okay, now click on configure device. Now you can see this is under process. It is configuring the device. To see the log message, you can open it in process. Oh, here you can see configuring device with feature template, and the name of your template is vEdge device template. It to fill will check what is the issue here. Generating configuration from template, checking and creating device in vManage. Then device is online. It have checked device is online. Updating device configuration in vManage, it is updating. Then pushing configuration to device, it is pushing the configuration. And pre-check on vManage has passed. Pre-check is passed by vManage. Then continuing with pushing configuration to device, it is pushing the configuration to device, and after that there is some issue. Now what is the issue? Device failed to process request. The error message is VPN interface can't delete ETH0 interface from management VPN 512. Management VPN 512, and element value is not correct. VPN interface. So here I have to check what is the issue. For that, let me take you to again template section. Now I don't have even more time because I have another session from 8. Video length. Okay. Here click on edit once, and in VPN 512, I have not added Ethernet 0, right? So just click on add interface, and here choose one interface. Which interface, guys? ETH0 for VPN 5, and now update it. Done. Now let me click on this 3 dot and attach to device. Select the device, branch 1, click over here and attach. Now click on next. Here I need to fill the information, so edit template. It is asking for the next hop IP address. Next hop IP address is going to be, let me take it here, 101.2.1.2 IP address on internet router. Now it is asking for the IP address of which interface. IP address of G0/1 will be 192.168.2.1/24. The IP address of which interface? 0/0. It is asking for, yes, 0/0, which will be 101.2.1.1/24 IP address of my 0/0 interface, which connected with internet. Then it is asking for the host name. Host name is going to be same, BR1 branch 1 vEdge. Then the system IP address 5.5.5.5, and then the side ID is 1. Let me update it, and now click next. Now configure devices. So again it is under process. Now you can see scheduled. Just wait for some time. It will take some time. After that, let me check if again it will give some error. It is under process. You can check the log message. So this time you can again say configuring device with feature template, and generating configuration from template, checking and creating device in vManage. Device is online. Update device configuration in vManage. Pushing configuration to device. Pre-check on vManage have passed. Continuing with pushing configuration on device, and you can see now it is pushing the configuration to device. Please wait, right? So it is pushing the configuration, guys, on the device. Wait for some time, and now you can see it is successful. So what you can do now, successfully you have pushed the configuration to your branch 1 vEdge. Now I can access vEdge. Where is the branch 1 vEdge? Here. And now I can check like the OSPF configuration. So, or I can check, guys, so run VPN, like, because we in the VPN 0 it should add G0/1 interface. So in VPN 0 you can see it have added this interface now, 0/1 interface. It have configured the IP address correctly, right? It have configured this interface as tunnel. It have allowed the services. It have configured the color, right? All services and no cert, and after that it have configured one default route as well. So done. With the help of feature template we have configured this branch 1 router. In the same way, now you can push the template to this branch router as well, branch 2 router. Let me try to ping a router from this device. Ping 192.168.2.2, and you can see I'm getting reply, means I am able to ping the MPLS router, right? So like this you can create the feature template, and then you can push the feature template on your devices, on your vEdge devices. Done. So that's all for today, guys. If you have learned something from this video, please hit on like button. If you have not subscribed this channel till now, please subscribe this channel. We'll meet soon in the next video. Till then, stay safe. Bye bye. That's all for today. If you have any question, query, concern, please let me know in the comment section.